Hello everyone and welcome back to Finance JCL. Today I'm going to go through 3 ways I'm looking to take advantage of crypto to benefit my overall financial position. So stay tuned for those 3 different ways. If you're new to the channel, we look at here my progress to my £1 million investment challenge, also how-tos, stock reviews and personal finance. So the first one is actually through stocks in related companies. So I hold a small position in Voyager Digital. Now, Voyager Digital is a platform that is used mainly for cryptocurrency buying and selling. If you look at Simply Wall Street, they are suggesting it's very undervalued. Take that with a pinch of salt because sometimes they're a bit off with growth companies. But if we have a look at how this company is growing with a lot of analyst coverage, if we look to a year ago, the sales were a million. They're estimating 166 million now. And if we look to next year, they're estimating over $500 million. So it's a really big 2022 compared to this year, 200% increase is suggested. So it's a company that's done very well. And as if there's another crypto boom that comes along in some of the mainstream currencies, then that will only benefit and accelerate that trend. And if we have a look here, it is now kind of been on a bit of a downward trend. And it may be time for me just to very slightly lower my average in this position. We need to have a look at the balance sheet because there's a little bit of depth here. I think it's well covered by the sort of cash position. The debt to equities is okay, actually. Now, the co-founder has an ownership stake worth 11 million, but it's only paying himself less than 200,000. So he's got skin in the game. Most of his money comes from his ownership there. That's an interesting play for me. And the other one is I do own Argo Blockchain, which is a mining company. Very speculative position. So these two are very speculative, very small positions, but they're the sort of thing where it could be a very large potential increase if there are large increases in Bitcoin or Ethereum prices. That's one of the ways to play that is with these two stocks. Have a look at ShareSite. And so thank you to Andrew for flagging this one to me, finding this one a very useful platform. You can see I've just reduced my average a little bit, but it is a very, very small holding as it is a crypto play. I don't want this overall crypto stuff to be more than 1 or 2% of my portfolio on cost. And here's Argo Blockchain as well. So I'm not saying you should go out and buy these. There are other platforms as well, but these are the two that I've got. Expect volatility in the price of the companies, the market price. Now, the second way of how to take advantage of crypto is through ETFs. So I have 2 ETFs, and you can see here they are compounding at 30% per year at the moment, though very, very variable. And again, a very small part of my portfolio, just under 1%. So I've got the Ethereum one, which you can see that's all over the place, but that is 77% up. I've been over 100% up at one point in this. And you can see here again, I'm just chipping in a couple of shares each time when there's a chance to lower the average significantly. And then I've got a Bitcoin one as well. I went in too high in hindsight because I thought Bitcoin was about to take off. It wasn't, but you can see here I've been able to chip in at lower rates to decrease the risk, decrease my average cost. Again, I'm not recommending these. It is speculative. It's not, in my eyes, kind of true investing. We buy a company based on fundamentals. And this is such a small part of my portfolio that potential upside, I think, is high if crypto does take off in the way that some are suggesting that it could. And last but not least, I actually do mine cryptocurrency at home on my home PC. Now, this PC, and I'll drop a picture up here, you can see plenty of Corsair parts. I've got 2 graphics cards in there, which I've managed to get hold of at pretty good prices, considering the shortage and very high pricing we experience it here in the UK and, well, it's worldwide. With these 2 cards, I've got solar panels on my roof at home. So what this means is I can run my computer during the day, and I don't use this computer for work. It's my own personal one, so I can be working on my work laptop, run this computer during the day, and it will be mining power generated with solar panels. It doesn't use that much power. It's only got 2 cards in there. That's generating for me in the background, and it does kick out quite a bit of heat, so in the winter that will actually heat my office room quite nicely. And then what I can do when I'm actually using the computer is I'm actually able to game or research what have you on my 3060 card, which is a high quality card for those purposes. And at the same time, I can actually be mining on my GeForce 2060 card, and that will be mining away at a decent hash rate whilst I'm actually using the computer, and it's not impacting my performance of what I'm doing on the computer, whereas it would if I just had one card I was mining whilst I was using the computer. So, it's early days. I've only been doing this for a few weeks, and you can see here, look at this on a monthly basis, it's $90 a month is the run rate that I am at. So what's that? It's probably about 60, 70, £60, £70 a month. Those of you in the UK, multiply by 12. So they could be getting on for £900,000 a year, something like that. Current prices. So the pricing goes up, that goes up significantly. Low cost, low effort, quite exciting, potential high impact. If it doesn't work out, it's not going to do too much damage to me at all because it's a very low percent of the portfolio, and the mining is essentially free in terms of the power. So I thought a bit of a different one for you. I thought it might be interesting, might give you some ideas around how you can take advantage if you believe that there's money to be made in crypto. Yeah, I'll drop in some links below if you're interested in looking at some of the graphics cards, etc. products that I use if you're interested in seeing that. Thank you very much. So if you click on screen now, you'll be able to see my overall portfolio performance and how I'm doing on my £1 million challenge journey.